bowling to Dennis Amos.
And that's 50 for Amos. Beautifully controlled, sweet little push through the offside. Possibly the first 50 in the Prudential Cup. Runs are being made elsewhere for no wicket. A lovely 50 for Amos out of 78.
Armanat ready to start his 7th over. Amos facing on 51.
Well, a glorious shot by Dennis Amos, cut away square. He's taken toll of Armanath after his very good start. And Amos going from strength to strength now, moving on to 55 out of a score of 91 for 1. Another fine shot. Boundaries flowing now from the bat of Dennis Amos. 2 in succession there. Really warming to his task and looking a most accomplished player. And repeated again, 3 in succession. What a wonderful shot. 1 fine, 1 square, and now 1 put through the cover. 3 successive boundaries to Amos. Going into the 60s. A superb exhibition of stroke play by the Warwickshire opener. Abid Ali, the 5th bowler to be used. Amos on 69. What a beautiful shot. He really can't go wrong here this morning. Just leant into that and powered it away through the covers. Amos has moved very rapidly on since he completed his 50. He's moved on now to 73 out of the England score of 111 for 1.
Venkat going to continue, starting now his 8th over.
Amos down the pitch, another glorious shot. Really pulled everyone out here this morning, hoisting that over mid-on. Cover drives, leg glances, deflections, cuts. 78 now to Dennis Amos. England score moving on to 116 for 1 at the start of the 28th over. And looking a complete player here. Yet another boundary going through. Extra cover on the offside. 14 boundaries already to Dennis Amos in his score of 82. Another glorious clip off his legs by Amos, his 15th boundary. That's 36 overs now completed. The important point there is Amos is on 99. 99 made out of 152. And that's it, pushed away comfortably on the onside. Right in the middle of the bat once more, takes 2 runs and reaches one of the most accomplished centuries of his career. That 100 coming in just fractionally over 2 hours, 16 glorious boundaries on it and being acclaimed by this magnificent crowd here at Lord's. 101 out of 154 for 1.
Farouk Engineer now standing up to the wicket for the medium pace of Abid Ali.
Fletcher swinging that away on the leg side between the 2 men at long leg and square leg. 4 more. And this big crowd have certainly seen some great shots here this morning. A real flow of boundaries. Another glorious crack through extra cover. And Fletcher in form is a batsman well worth watching.
Found another big gap in the offside with the man back there. Salker on the boundary. He's got a good arm.
A fine throw coming into Engineer, but those 2 runs sufficient to take Keith Fletcher through to 50. Well, possibly not one of his best 50s, but in amongst it all, he too has played some really grand shots. It's a great blow by Fletcher. Picked that one up and deposited it in the crowd. Roundabout leg stump, that one went. So the first 6 of this innings And Fletcher moving into the 60s with it. 200 coming up for England and coming up in the 45th over.
Still the field shuffles round to different positions again. Salka to Amos. He's cracked that one in the air, and Abidal is under it. Just between the two fielders. Gimler's four sailed just about on the rope, just inside the rope. And he's bowled. Abidali knocks back Keith Fletcher's off stump. Fletcher 68 out of 230 for one. Good second string effort by Fletcher there, a bit sticky to start with, but he contributed his bit towards the end.
And his LBW trying to force a good length ball away on the onside. Tony Greig having to take a chance here. Looking to find a gap on the onside, and Abidali collecting another wicket. His contribution quite a miserly one of 4. And Madanlal then about to complete his 8th over, which leaves him 4 to bowl. Govri, the other opening bowler, has not been called upon since he had his first spell of 6 overs, but Amarnath and Venkat and Abidali are now bowled out. They've completed their 12. And that's it, swinging away. So, a belated wicket there for Madanlal, and the end of a really glorious exhibition of stroke play by Dennis Amos. And this entire crowd rising then to Dennis Amos. A really superb exhibition of stroke play. 137 he made. And he's enjoyed every minute of that. And that's hoisted high. Always a good thing to say. And there we are. We wanted another 6. England wanted another 6, and that was the perfect lead-in. Chris Holt, high 6 over mid-wicket. And a great blow there by Chris Holt, not even bothering to run. It's another 6 to him. Beautiful straight crack there for 6 by Chris Holt, and the crowd absolutely lapping at this now. So Chris Holt, the second 6 to him. And just about all the Indian fielders, with 2 exceptions, on the boundary. That swung high in the air. Dinesh coming into the act. He's found the shorter boundary there at mid-wicket. He's negotiated it successfully, and he too gets 6. So that's the position here at Lord's with 1 over remaining. 3:21 for 4. There are just 2 balls left, provided Govri doesn't overstep the crease. And swung away again. Chris Holt swinging at everything. Yes, it's fielded all right this time. He'll take 2 runs. He'll have the strike for the last ball. He can push a 1 if he wants to make sure of a 50. And that's his 50. No bother at all. I'm sure Dinesh will come back quickly for the second. It'll give him 2. And so, an excellent 50 there from Chris Holt. Exactly what the doctor ordered. Sent him up the order by Dinesh to push it along, and he did that in no uncertain fashion.
So England's mammoth score of 334 for 4 off their 60 overs, including a superb century from Amos, well supported there by Fletcher and Old. So how were the Indians going to face this enormous task of scoring 5.5 runs and over? Well, they fell down exceedingly badly on the job. It was always beyond their reach. They made no effort whatsoever to try and chase this total, and the chief culprit there being their opening batsman, Sunil Gavaskar. This little experienced Indian opener, who really should have known better, in actual fact occupied the crease for 3.5 hours for his 36 runs, and that in itself must be some form of record in a limited over game of cricket. Vishwanath supported him as well as anybody. With 37 he outpaced Gavaskar with no bother at all, but Patel came in and lasted it for the last hour, scoring 11 runs himself, And after 60 overs, incredibly, the Indians had managed to total only 132 runs and only lost 3 wickets in doing it. Well, it was a disappointing day for many of the Indian spectators who were here. They repeatedly came onto the field and personally remonstrated with Gavaskar, but it made no apparent effort to him at all. He went along his own leisurely way, and after 60 overs, he was still there. He carried his bat in a most selfish display of batsmanship. The final outcome, of course, was that England ran out easy winners. Their bowlers on top, their batsmen on top. They collect 4 points and win this first match by the substantial margin of over 200 runs.